always be drama surrounding a fight involving Conor McGregor. Just last week, everyone in the fight industry believed the bout would be cancelled, and Michael Chandler was probably shocked because he had spent the previous 2 years training outside of the octagon for this very fight. Now it's officially guaranteed to take place June 29th. The pair's training is beginning to come to an end, and it appears like Conor McGregor is rather surprised by Michael Chandler's recent training, as he's in some tip-top shape. So be sure to stick around till the end for the full details. Just a couple of days ago was when the UFC posted a trailer for UFC 303, confirming that the event is still taking place. As many had been led to believe after the UFC press conference for 303 was cancelled in Ireland, that Conor McGregor was either injured again or his partying had gone too far and he is hanging up the gloves. As conveniently the same time the Ireland press conference was cancelled, he was seen clubbing in his pub, which went super viral across social media. After multiple postponements, Michael Chandler has rejected the notion that he has peaked early for his bout with Conor McGregor. The American is also adamant that the uncertainties and delays surrounding the bout have not negatively impacted his training. Asked on Instagram by a fan, "What if you're peaking too early?" Chandler had a detailed response. "Everything I need is built in," wrote the 38-year-old. "I've been doing this since I was 14. If I feel beat down, I take a recovery day and supplement and hydrate extra. Turn a hard day into a drill day and then make a hard day up later. Ebbs and flows, constant progress even in the tough days. My belief is strength training not only increases strength and athleticism but also hardens the body for the demands of the sport. 24 years in hand-to-hand combat and very few injuries. Not saying I'm right, just saying this is my anecdotal experience." Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. By doing this, you'll never miss out on any future videos from the combat sports world. In the build-up to the fight, there's been a lot of talk and comparison to Ryan Garcia with Conor's behavior. Did he post those videos to throw Michael Chandler off his game? To show him that he's not taking him seriously as a part of his mental warfare? Michael Chandler was asked about this while on the Pivot podcast, where he stated, "If you've seen Conor, you would not put that past Conor. But then you see Ryan Garcia do what Ryan Garcia did. There's all kinds of different throwing people off the trail and publicity stunts, if you will. I'm training whether I see Conor in the club every single day, or if I see him tweet or do an interview and he looks the best he's ever been, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm training the exact same way. I train that way whether I'm fighting all those guys you never heard of all the way to the #1 guy in the world. From Charles Oliveira at the time to Conor McGregor now, my process does not change and it does not waver, so I know I can step into the octagon and do what I have to do. Even though Conor has been attempting to derail Michael Chandler in the lead up to their fight, he's still been posting his training videos. And when you look at the pair side by side, it's evident how seriously they're taking this fight come June 29th. The famous fighter hadn't entered the octagon since July 2021, when he suffered a broken leg in his trilogy matchup with Dustin Poirier. The Irishman appears to resemble the McGregor of old, according to UFC legend Michael Bisping, despite the fact that the injury is extremely difficult to recover from. "That was nice," Bisping reacted to one part of the training footage. "Slips the left jab, left hand, right uppercut, that left hand that he's known for, still got the timing power and speed, still got the accuracy as well. Again, he's looking smooth, looking good, looking like, dare I say, the old Conor McGregor," Bisping added. As you would know, it has been feared feared that the Irishman is not training hard enough and is not taking the fight seriously after he posted numerous videos of himself having a good time at his Dublin pub just a few weeks before his historic comeback. All the people out there showing concern for McGregor because he's been partying and all the rest of it, and 3 years away, he's only 35 years old, he's a lifelong fighter, and the man, you know, he loves a tear-up, he's an aggressive little guy. The mind is still there and it looks like the body is still there, and as you know, I'm not the type of guy to compliment McGregor unless he deserves it. Listen, the man's putting in the hard work, and if he comes back and beats Michael Chandler, what a sensation that'd be, Bisping added. Before we go any further into the video, what are your guys' honest thoughts on this upcoming fight between Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler? Could you see Conor McGregor making the best comeback in combat sports history following his leg break? Or will Chandler's work these past few years in preparation for Conor's show in full effect June 29th? Comment down below. As from Conor McGregor's latest training footage, a lot of fans are saying Karate Conor is back, which if he displays that version again June 29th, the fight world will be in disbelief, because he seems to be leaning towards the more flat-footed boxing stance, which enabled him to suffer huge leg and calf kicks, which Dustin used against him in both fights. Chael Sonnen also made it clear if Conor McGregor doesn't show up on June 29th, he'll most likely retire from the UFC entirely.
He doesn't. I would go a step further as to tell you that will be the announcement of his retirement. This right now today is the day where you use illness and injury. Those are the two favorite excuses from fighters, but they're even putting out doctors' reports and x-rays. This would be the time that all of a sudden your shoulder isn't feeling well. This would be the time, and who would question Conor McGregor considering he's coming off a fractured injury? But he didn't choose to do that. He kept his mouth shut. He said, I'm not going to do it. I'm just sharing for you. This announcement's a lot bigger than whatever ends up coming. I think the fight's going to be fine, and we're going to get an explanation for the cancel of the media. If that's wrong, I don't think there's a cancel or a postponement of a fight. I think that would be the announcement of the end of a career.
Only time will tell what's going to happen from this entire situation. Will Conor show up June 29th and shock the world with a knockout finish? We'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to Fight Fury for future videos from the combat sports world and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.